What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Brewers franchise and MLB The Show 17. Today, the Brewers are on the road to take on the Arizona Diamondbacks in Chase Field. Having a pretty solid season so far, just a few games under 500 for them. Brewers struggling 21-42 up to this point in the season. Anyway, Ryan Braun up to bat in the top of the first, and he hits a fly ball, but A.J. Pollock dives for that one, and he doesn't quite catch it. Ryan Braun, showing off the wheels, is going to get all the way over to third, and he has himself a triple. And the Brewers are off to a fast start here once again. Keon Broxton is up to bat. 1-2 count for him. 2 outs. Braun still on third base. And he is going to rip that one right up the middle. And so the Brewers jump out to a 1-0 lead on the Keon Broxton single. As this is the first time you guys get to see him in the starting lineup, facing the left-hander Robbie Ray. And Keon Broxton has pretty much been playing exclusively against left-handers up to this point in the season. Matt Garza in his first Major League action in this season, and he is welcomed back pretty quickly. Jake Lamb taking that one over the left field wall for a solo shot, and this game is tied right back up at 1. And now Garza seeing some action at the plate facing off against Robbie Ray. He is going to have a 2-1 count, and he takes that one right up the middle. And so Matt Garza in his first at-bat in this season is going to take that one right up the middle, and he's having a pretty decent start. Has only allowed 1 run up to this point, and he has himself a base hit, helping out his own cause. Jonathan Villar now 1-1 count for him, and he is going to lash that one out into right. So now runners on first and second for the Brewers, and they are threatening here once again in the top of the third inning. And this is going to bring up Eric Thames with a 2-1 count, and he rips that one right out into right field. Going to land, but it is going to be a double, a ground rule double. It cost the Brewers a run as they can only get 1 out of that, but they have runners on second and third now for Keon Broxton, and he is going to lift that one. Lands, it's going to drive home Thames and Jonathan Villar, who was ahead of him, and that makes it a 4-1 lead for the Brewers. But as you guys saw last episode, no lead is safe with this team. Domingo Santana up to bat now, 3-2 count, and he smokes that one. Absolutely gone. In a big third inning for Milwaukee, as they have now made this a 6-1 lead over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Robbie Ray just struggling. His ERA actually went up from over 6 to over 8 in this start. But anyway, this is going to be a single for David Peralta, as he is pretty proficient against right-handed hitters, so he's in the lineup against the Brewers today. And now Jake Lamb up to bat once again, and that's not a replay. Over the left field fence again and gone, and Jake Lamb single-handedly keeping the Diamondbacks in the game up to this point, as he has driven in all 3 runs so far, and he is following up his breakout season with another pretty good campaign. Bottom of the 5th now, Garza still on the mound. Chris Iannetta up to bat, and that is going to split the outfielders. Rolling back all the way to the fence, Keon Broxton is going to end up fielding that, but even slow men like Chris Iannetta can get doubles out of that, as he probably could have actually had a triple with as long as that took to field, or even an inside the Parker. Daniel Descalzo on to pinch hit for Robbie Ray, and that is going to be a wild pitch. And again, I really wish they would patch this. It happens, I think it happened like 4 times in this game alone. But it is going to result in A.J. Pollock driving home this one. Should have just been runners on the corners, but it is going to now be a 6-4 game, as the Diamondbacks are slowly chipping away at this lead, and Pollock is going to steal that one, just not fast enough on the throw from Jet Bandy. And so it is going to be a runner on third now, as he got moved over by a ground out. And this is going to be a broken back ground ball. Eric Thames tries to tag Goldschmidt, but he completely misses. And that's going to drive home another run now. So a couple of misplays by the Brewers. And that is going to be a 6-5 game now. Jared Hughes on the mound pitching to Chris Owings, and that is going to be a walk. And then Chris Iannetta is going to be coming up to bat. He already has a double in this game, but he's just going to sit there and take that one. Another wild pitch. Moves the runner over to second. Full count now on Iannetta, and he is just going to look at that one. Inside slider, and that is going to put runners on first and second now with 2 walks consecutively. Chris Herman now up to bat, and he is going to hit that one, a little blooper, over into left. It is going to score A.J. Pollock. The throw home was a valiant effort, and it was right on target, but just too late, as A.J. Pollock is pretty fast. He's got decent speed at least. So it's a tie game now. Top of the 7th, Travis Shaw up, and he is going to line that one past the shortstop. And Pollock again with another fielding mishap, as he's not going to pick that one up, and Shaw's going to get into second. It was a close call, but he got there. And so a double for Travis Shaw. And now Domingo Santana, 3-0 count for him, and he has the green light, and he is going to take off. Another home run. 2 home runs in the game now for Domingo Santana, as he says to Jake Lamb, anything you can do, I can do better. Lamb has 3 RBI. Domingo Santana gets 4 with 2 home runs. Santana makes it an 8-6 game, and now Brandon Drury is up to bat, and he is going to hit that one right up the middle, left of the second base side, and he has himself a base hit on the afternoon. And so now it's going to bring up Chris Owings, 3-1 count for him, and he is going to hit that one out into left. Braun comes up to field it, and he is going to stop further advancement, but still puts another runner on. And now it is going to be Chris Iannetta up to bat, 1-1 count for him. He grounds it to Eric Thames, catches it, and he is going to tag the runner. And once again, it's Eric Thames with a web gem at first base. Not the most reliable fielder over there, but he's made a couple big plays in this series. 8-6 game still, and that is going to be a base hit up the middle, and it is going to score the lead runner. And so Jeff Mathis has himself an RBI. And now it's back to being just a one-run game. Keon Broxton up in the top of the ninth, trying to get some insurance runs. 3-1 count, no outs, and he is going to hit that one all the way to the gap. And you've seen a few hard hits today for Keon Broxton, as he has just been excellent all afternoon. And I think this is a guy who deserves more playing time going forward. A big bright spot in a otherwise bleak season for the Milwaukee Brewers. Travis Shaw now 1-2 count, Keon Broxton on second, and he smokes this one. Does it have enough carry is the question, and it does. And that is going to make it a 10-7 game. Travis Shaw giving the Brewers a couple extra insurance runs, which they could always use with this bullpen. Speaking of the bullpen, Corey Nebel's out on the mound. Bottom 9, 2-2 count, and that is going to be a single. So not off to the greatest start, but Domingo Santana going to stop this one from getting any further. Somersault catch right there, and David Peralta has himself a single. Now Paul Goldschmidt up to bat, and that is going to be another passed ball or wild pitch. I think that was more of a passed ball than a wild pitch, but still, they called it a wild pitch. 3-2 count, Paul Goldschmidt, and he is going to rip that one, and it just didn't quite have enough carry to get out of here, but it's going to hit off the warning track, so that actually drives in a run. Now, intentional walk on Jake Lamb, as we did not want this game to be a tied game, and it's going to bring up Yasmani Tomas, a more favorable matchup. 3-2 count for him, grounds over to shortstop to VR, and now over to Thames at first, and so the Brewers are 1 out away from securing a victory, and that is going to be secured right here as Corey Nebel strikes out Brandon Drury. So despite the rally attempt from the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Brewers are going to come out on top here with a 10-8 victory, as all these games so far have been relatively high scoring, other than the first game, but Junior Guerra was on the mound, and Junior Guerra is really good, as you guys will see very soon when we cover the stats at the All-Star break, which will be after the next episode. The next episode is going to be the last gameplay before the All-Star break and before the trade deadline, which means some guys will be making their final appearances in Brewers uniforms in the very next episode. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more Brewers franchise and MLB The Show 17.
They left 10 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Coppers Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street Station.